Welcome to Mind on a Quip.
I thought I'd be able to sneak it in.
Cheers. Episode 335 on the 23rd of September 2024. I am Wemb. And with me as always is Tempest. Hi Temp.
Hi, babe.
How's it going?
Good. I'm good.
Hold on. Let's talk about it in real life.
Did you answer the question of life? What are we doing here?
The real life. Recovery life goes on for me. The home nursing care is finished. I've been discharged, if you will. Honourably. Went back on antibiotics because around the wound was getting a little infected. Back to the clinic on Friday to be told it was overhealing. What the fuck is that?
Well,
Overhealing.
It wasn't healing fast enough for ages.
You're doing too good, guy.
No, it's overhealing. Yeah.
Calm down.
Yeah.
So it actually means that it's producing too much scar tissue. It's pushing up against the graft. And they don't like that.
Well, they
So
don't want the graft to come off.
got a nice little bit of ointment to calm it down, to chill it. So I'm back there again in 2 weeks.
For another review.
To be told I'm side healing.
Side healing. Life is beginning to return a bit to normal. Now that sorry, I'm just going to put some hand cream on. Click, click, click.
What the hell?
Sorry. I just suddenly thought my hands are really dry.
Sitting here, looked over, she was on Reddit.
I'm trying to find a burrito.
Are you done?
I'm trying to find a burrito.
Yes, I've been ready for
Seasoning.
ages. I'm waiting for you, she
Yes.
says.
Oh, it was. And then I realised I hadn't done all these things.
Use your words.
Anyway.
So I can go downstairs now.
You're allowed to go downstairs, which means I don't have to do all of the going up and down, up and down, up and down. That's been nice. And you're allowed to do some chores around the house. That's also nice.
That was a funny moment.
Yes, it was a
We
funny
had
moment.
a male doctor
Doctor?
in the room
And a female
and a
doctor.
female doctor in the room. And I said, oh, can I do chores again now? And the guy said, no.
No chores.
No. And the girl said, yes.
Yes, chores. Yes.
Chores. And I said, there's the difference between men and women right there.
That was amusing. Sadly, on Saturday, we said goodbye to our 13-year-old cat, Jinx.
Yeah.
She was having trouble breathing. She did have an inoperable mass in her throat, which we knew, and it had been compromising her airways. Mainly when she purred, made it noisy, but she was getting plenty of oxygen. But last week, it started to get a bit nasty, and she was having a bit of trouble. So we took her off to the vet on Saturday, and they said that the mass had compromised her airway, and air was escaping into her pleural cavity, which was causing basically a subcutaneous emphysema.
Yes.
So it was only going to get worse from there. So we'd made the right decision to take her to the vet, and we said a very sad goodbye.
It was very sad.
And because she was such an affectionate cat who would always find us and hang out with us, whatever room we were in, wherever we were, she would just come and hang out. It's a bit strange not just having her around.
Absolutely.
And I realised this week that it's been 33 years since we've not had a cat in our house. So that's also a bit strange.
It is.
I started holidays. September holidays, yay.
Huzzah.
Holidays always makes me think of Zooey, because he would always say, holidays again, you guys just went back, and give me a hard time, and then we would hang out for 2 weeks straight.
Sure.
Because I could hang out during the day when it was his evening, so that was always nice. We lost another friend last week. He was an ex-moderator and admin of the Older Gamers, and he was a Big Mac dude. And so, as in not the burger, but
No.
Apple Mac, and was always so very generous and always willing to help. So he used to...
I'd hit him up and say, can you take over my computer from there? And he'd go, yep. And I'd go, can you fix it? Yep.
Yeah, he would fix it.
And I'd sit back
He'd
and
help
see
me.
things happening on my screen.
Yeah, and he would help me, the first time we got a new Mac and we wanted to transfer all of the files over, so he showed me how to do that. And yeah, just all those kinds
Just a
of
lovely
things.
guy.
He's just lovely. And had us down to his beach house where he cooked us
Barbecue.
lamb backstraps and so some fun times. But so we'll always miss Alls. He was lovely. And on a happier note, It is our youngest son's 23rd birthday tomorrow.
23, our baby's 23.
Our baby boy. And I always talk about him being my beautiful baby boy, but he was he was quite the shocker. He was our 10 pound, 13 ounce, or almost 5 kilo bubba, and aptly named Angus, and ended up being our tallest boy by far. And he's such an amazing person. We love being around you, and happy birthday.
And while I've been home, we've been seeing lots of baby Theo.
We have been seeing lots of Bubba Theo, and we get to spend the day with him tomorrow, so that's
Been
exciting.
having fun with Pa.
Yes, he's learnt who you are, so before that you're kind of just here every now and then.
Just that fun kind of guy.
Yeah, you just appear, give him
Now I'm
cuddles,
Pa.
and then, well, now you're Pa.
Gotta go to
And
Pa.
Yeah, so hello Bubba.
Hello, Bubba.
Hello Bubba. What are you doing? Where are you
Chase
going?
you.
He's at that age where he likes to play and has decided that the best game in the world is I'm going to crawl, and I'm going to go crawl somewhere where I'm not really supposed to go. And then when you say, where are you going? He takes off like a rocket.
He does.
Like a rocket, and waits for you to chase him.
He does.
Very funny.
All right, let's see if there's something about the game we need to discuss.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please?
So there's a scam going on.
Just before you go,
Yes.
that graphic that you've got, I don't know what you call
Food
it.
fight.
The food fight. You know, Taliesin and Avatar, when they go, it was a shit show, obviously. That literally
It
reminds
makes you think of that.
It makes me
With
think of a
less
shit.
poo.
That is a shit show. A shit show doesn't really mean with poo,
No,
so that looks like a shit show.
absolutely.
Anyway, go on.
So there's a scam going on with the in-game auction house where people are posting items at a ridiculously low price, then cancel the auction straight away to try and mess with the pricing algorithm.
Yeah, so
algorithm, that's the word of this millennia.
The average. It's messing with the average
It's
price.
messing with the average, and that entices people who just post their stuff without paying attention at the temporary lower price, so they can then buy your item on the cheap.
Also, and you will have noticed, I reckon most people will have noticed, not why, they might not know why, but they will have noticed that what's been happening is you go to buy something and it'll say, oh, this item's no longer
That's because
there.
they're all ripping their
And it's because
stuff
they've
back off.
popped it back off, which normally it would just go, oh, here's the new adjusted price. But because they're coming on and going off and coming on and going off, the auction house is having a bit of catch up with it. And so that's, if you've noticed that, that's what's happening.
So I've got two pieces of advice to fight this.
You'll notice Wamby's is quite husky. That's a new thing since Saturday.
Yeah, I'm a husky boy. Take a second to look at the majority of prices when you're about to confirm your sale price, just to make sure you're competing with real items, not bogus ones. And my advice, and my new tactic, spend some time. I did this for half an hour the other day. Spend some time looking at the items that are popular on the auction house and snap up some ridiculously priced herbs or ore while these people are trying to do this. Because if you get in before they cancel it, you get the item for like 2 silver.
At their silly price.
Yep, and then maybe they'll think it's not worth doing.
And often it'll be like 20 gold per item cheaper or more.
Yep, absolutely.
It's very nice.
So give that a consider. Now let's move it into the news.
Oh, we're zooming today. No time for chit chat.
They can still hear you. Can't
How
you?
rude.
Yes, you can.
Anyway.
There's a big wave of class tuning just happened or about to happen. I think it's just happened. I think when I wrote the notes it was about to happen.
But it has happened.
But life has gone on. It's far too boring to go through, but it's nice to know the devs are staying active and fixing and improving stuff. Sure, it's way better. Get those checks coming in. Blizzard released a new video guide on YouTube highlighting all the types of content players can dive into after finishing the main story campaign in The War Within. From seasonal content like delves, dungeons, raids and PvP, the guide covers all the ways players can continue their adventures and make the most of each season.
Nice.
So check that out on YouTube. Give it a look. The race to world first, I said begins this week. I think it's over.
Has it?
I think so, I'm not sure.
I'm sure it has.
Most of the usual guilds are involved, so good luck to them.
And maybe you
It's
can,
not
maybe our,
something I'm massively
maybe our
interested in.
watchers, listeners could let us know who won.
I think it was
Who got-
Maximum's guild.
Who's Maximum?
Starts with L. Limit.
Limitless?
I don't know.
Whatever. Anyway, someone will know.
Anyway, he's a really cool YouTuber.
Right. Someone will know.
Overwatch is getting Warcraft-inspired skins as part of the 20th anniversary celebrations. Mm-hmm. Overwatch doesn't work on a Mac, so that's all you hear about that from me.
It's very bitter about that.
I'm shit at first-person shooters anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
That'd make me ill.
Here's a controversial one. Bran has been bug-fixed and rebuffed for Delves. He's been exhibiting some odd behaviour that we've seen.
Yes.
And has been a bit squishy. We can attest to that.
Oh my God. Yes.
So hopefully he improves, because the other potatoes are lining up to get his gig.
So we went into a delve with a group, and we had Kai healing, so we'd swapped Brown to DPS. He spent most of his time unconscious.
Yeah.
It was such a pain. So we have learnt that the best way to do Brown is to let him heal. So heal away. Stop getting our way.
And also there's a new mount available on the shop, the Real Money shop, called the Grizzly Hills Packmaster mount. It looks like this.
It looks amazing. I love
really
the
does.
look of
It's
it.
very cool.
It's very cute.
It has a repair and a transmog on it. And I don't know what it costs where you are if you're not in Australia. But it's $27 AU, so it may be worth it to you,
But
not so much to me.
I love how it looks, and I'd love to have it, but I won't spend real money on it. So it'll be interesting to see if it makes its way in game eventually.
It really does look cool.
Yeah, it does. And it would be nice to have a different one other than just the yak all the time.
True that.
I mean, I've got the Traveller's Mammoth, but you can't transmog on that, so it's always the yak.
Yeah.
Did you answer
Let's get rid of that. Let's
What are
get
you
rid of that.
doing?
Let's
Why?
get rid of that.
Why? Why are we seeing those again?
Well, I left them on. It's like when you go out and leave the tap running.
I wanted it running.
Speaking of high energy and quality content,
Right?
if you could find the time to like and subscribe on YouTube, that would really help us out. In fact, give us a provisional thumbs up right now while I'm
do that
reading this.
backwards.
Don't just sit there listening to me. Just do the thumbs up. Just click it. It's done. I always, when people ask me, I'll just go, yeah, whatever. Huh? You got fireworks?
Me?
Yeah.
On your screen?
Yeah. Oh, they're not there now. Is that what you did?
I just did the thumbs up. I don't know why it would have caused it for you. Anyway,
Anyway, give us the provisional.
you don't do it.
And
That's
you
what you
can-
just said, but you should do it.
And you can take it back later. And I'll remind you to,
That's nice.
if we haven't delivered the quality content.
That's nice. Hey, what's going on in the background?
It's some dungeons we did.
Like new
The new
ones?
ones.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I just thought I'd ask.
Just around.
Around the new
Might
space.
record our mythics this week.
Ooh.
You can see how bad we suck.
Oh, yeah, no, we suck.
We really do. What socials can people hit us up on?
They can hit us on YouTube, right where you are right now, at Bind and Equip Wow. You can hit us on Instagram at Bind and Equip Wow, occasionally when posts. I sometimes post, although we haven't been posting lately because life has been crazy.
It has.
And you can hit us up on Facebook at Bind and Equip. Also, I haven't been posting there, which I normally do. So please jump on and
Maybe now that I'm-
like, comment, and subscribe.
Maybe now that I'm a bit mobile, might be able to just rip out some content
That'd be nice.
instead of just sitting around like a potato. Andy hit us up and said, loving follower dungeons for the same reason we discussed last
Yes.
episode.
Yes.
I get to explore as a tank and learn without inconveniencing others. Well, I don't know what the potatoes have got to say about it. They could be talking behind your back, Andy.
I might.
You never
In fact,
know.
I've heard rumours about Andy.
I've heard Andy's a gun.
I've heard he's one of those to the boss tanks.
Did we decide Andy's? Did we decide Andy's?
I didn't say he or she. I
just
said
said he.
I heard they're one of those to the boss tanks. There.
You didn't say they.
I did.
Just go back and check. You'll see I'm right, everyone. The AI is a little, let's say, enthusiastic at times, though.
It's still. Andy commented about whether they were male or female, and all they
But
left
it was still
Yes,
ambiguous.
it was very ambiguous. They said, "Don't worry, Wemb. Most people assume I'm a bloke, but didn't
Yeah.
say I'm not
I
or
identify
I
as
am."
ambiguous, said Andy.
So Andy is they,
Okay.
until otherwise.
And Andy is reluctant to spend too much on enchants, etc. before raid, as they're hoping lots of gear will be replaced pretty quickly next lockout. You wouldn't last in our
but-
raid. Our raid makes you do stuff.
The
I
problem,
suppose time will tell. Enjoy. Please, carry on.
the problem with that is, like, I love the vault, but at the start, like, every piece is an upgrade.
Yeah.
So you're trying to judge which one's the best upgrade or which one you might not see again, and it's really hard because you really don't know. I find it frustrating because you do all that stuff and then you've got all these vault doors and they've all got something exciting. You can only choose one.
And Snowy, the Snow Dog report.
Yes?
Should we do a poll of all those who have the Baron's mount? Would that be enough to summon the witch out of WoW retirement to come back and bring his wood chipper? And I've got to say, Snow, I would love to see Witch back playing a hunter, or as Blizzard now terms it, story mode. Is that a different thing?
What?
I just thought hunters were story mode.
Right, that is a different
Because then,
thing.
you
You're
know,
hilarious.
easy mode's a bit,
Right.
it's a little bit
Kai played story mode. He did LFR in story mode, didn't he?
as a hunter.
No, not as a hunter.
Oh, sorry.
Well, about the wood chipper, yes. Back to our no.
He's always ready with the wood chipper. It's always revving up in the background.
It's always available.
All right, let's check out. Where's my mouse?
I think we should do a poll though.
No, I don't think so.
I wonder if I can do a poll. I could do a
Let
poll
us know.
on
Tell
Facebook.
us if you've got a Baron's mount. Who's got a Baron's mount?
Who's got a Baron's mount? I'm going to put
Not
a poll
me.
up. I'm going to put a poll up
I
on
don't have
our
one.
Facebook. You don't have one?
I don't think so.
Are you sure?
I didn't care. I don't care.
Daddy got his like
I'm
Holly.
ADHD. I
What's
say
Holly's last name?
Longdale.
Longdale. Daddy got his like Holly Longdale on his first go.
Daddy got his out of the extra
that's
bonus bag that you get for tanking a pug.
Tanking, that's right. He didn't even
Guess
do
what?
the instance.
Look, they gave me a bag, an extra bag of goodies.
Oh.
Excellent. Opened it. Baron's mount.
That's probably one of the times that there was that silence that you knew was like full rage going on when we told Witch about that one.
That was pretty angry. And then he used to always get on it whenever Witch was around. And he'd ride past
A
him
lot
or
of people
around
do
him.
that just to rub it in.
It's mean.
That is me. It's funny though.
Yeah, with my ADHD, I'd go, let's go get the Baron's... Oh,
Somebody shiny.
herbing.
Which is new. The herbing is new.
All right, let's take it in game. Now, the vibe check of the expansion, a little bit dated now, was pretty much what's going on with Delves. What the fuck have they done with Delves? They've finally nailed it. We're so back.
We missed the shit show of the Delve shit show.
Yeah.
That was last week of Delves because we were busy at the start of the week. But Wem and I have done them as pairs and in a group, and I think it's easiest in pairs. But a group works well.
Sure.
I just think Bran works better in pairs, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And as a healer.
Yeah.
Even if
Definitely
you're a
as a
healer,
healer.
just have him as a healer. It's way less. He's not as nutty.
You were getting very frustrated when he was just standing there and he wasn't doing it.
And his devil saw.
you just
You go through all the trouble of breaking the egg to get the devil saw out, and it just stands there going, ho ho.
you were a little frustrated.
Weeklies?
Yes. My God, there's so much to do as far as weeklies. Like there's the weekly quests that you get just outside the inn, and then there's all of the weekly quests through the zones. Or the, what do they call them? World quests now. But yeah, having a load of fun doing them all. Have we done any of the special, did we open up any of the bonus quests this week?
Yes.
Oh, we did. I felt like we hadn't done that. But Wemb and I spend time doing the spreading the light. And we...
So you need to do 4 things,
Yep.
because each one will give you a key for the delve.
Which I'm having a hard time spending, I might add.
Well, we need to just do more 8s. Just smash out some 8s.
Sure. So we do Spreading the Light. We do Awakening the Machine. Then we do our
The
Pact.
weekly The World is Waiting we do.
The Pact with whoever.
Oh, the Pact.
And then
World is Waiting.
The World is Waiting.
Which we usually choose World Quests.
That's World Soul. It says World Soul is calling.
Oh, yeah, whatever.
Anyway,
What's the
so
World is
you
Waiting?
get an option of 3 or 4 things to do. So it might be World Quest, it might be Make the Pact, it might be Awakening the Machine. Doesn't really matter.
And so far the weeklies
I mean, we do them all, so it doesn't really matter what we choose.
have been quests and time walkers.
Yes, and then
We'll talk about time walkers further.
And then there's a dungeon quest that we do.
Yep.
And then there's the weekly bonus quest, which was this week was Time Walker. So we try and do all of those things. And then on top of that, we try and get some delves done. And we try and get the world boss. Have we killed the world
memories
boss?
as well. Yeah, we've done the world boss.
We haven't got to the memories this week. I've now got 2.
We didn't do the memories, no.
We've got 2. We've got to go in there and do that. Well, probably not tonight because we're raiding. But yes, we have to get onto that. Because that was fun. And I think we'd get better at it. Better gear and all of that.
Yeah, we did go in one time with 5 of us and that was great.
Yeah, it was good fun.
We were just pulling everything. Me and
But
Nom
we
were
didn't
pulling
get a lot
everything.
out of it, so I'm not sure if it's going to be worth it in the end.
Well, you just
but-
get a coach.
Yeah, but
I don't know if you get a better coach.
There wasn't anything exciting
You
in
get a
it.
score based on how long
In
how
that
much
one.
you kill in that
Yeah.
time.
Yeah. Yes,
We're
but
not that knowledgeable about that yet.
no.
So speaking of the Time Walkers, it was Burning Crusade. They're still excellent for levelling. They're excellent for levelling, especially if you've got a couple of 80s already and you've got that 5, 10, 15 up to 25% buff.
So the one thing I've noticed about that is the first one you do, you don't get a lot of XP.
Okay.
But subsequently after that, it seems to ramp up. I don't know
Okay.
how they're doing that or why that would happen, but PD noticed it as well when he was on one of his turns. He didn't get much rep, and then suddenly he was getting a ton of rep, not rep, XP. So.
And also, if you're doing it on new, if you're like using it to go from 70 to 80, for example, well, once you get to 80 or new 80s, the vendor in Chatrath, or the vendor, sells 541 gear for level 80, which isn't too dusty to fill a few gaps, especially for new 80s.
Yeah.
And it's still as crazy as you remember in there. It looks like they may have added new quests possibly, as I've got a couple I've never seen before.
Like in the dungeons.
Yeah, I don't know if they've refreshed them again.
I feel like they're the same quests that we've always had.
Most
but
of them are.
They're reappearing.
Yeah.
So but I don't care. I'll take it, especially on my
Most
road.
of them are. There's one in... What's the Sunwell one?
Magister's Terrace.
Magister's Terrace. There's
Sorry
one
for
in
that
there to
one.
find a spy that I've never noticed before.
Oh, no, I'm sure that was there.
I think that's the guy at the start of the second boss. Anyway. Delves, as we said, we've completed a level 8 delve, but not got the credit yet.
Yes, we have since then.
Yeah, we have since then.
Yeah.
Because we lost all our lives. That was when we went in with 5 people, and it was huge fun. But I was tanking, and probably not in a way I would describe as carefully. More in a style I describe as woo.
In the words of...
Yes, and we have
So since posting that, we have done an 8 and got credit. Phew.
dungeons. I've done quite a lot of dungeons now, starting to get a good feel for the new ones. Only done 2 of the season 1 new ones, the old ones that are in season 1.
You mean the old content?
I did Siege of Borealis, and I cannot ever remember doing that in BFA.
But we did.
I'm sure we did, but I can't remember
So the
it.
Siege of Borealis is the one where you end up on a ball rolling down a hill.
Nope. The Siege of Borealis, the last boss, is a big octopus. And you fight one of his tentacles, and then you move around, and he tries to grab you in the water.
There was
I
the water
don't
one, but it
remember
wasn't
anything about it.
Okay, I'm sure
Yeah.
that wasn't the Siege of Borealis. Now I'm going to have to go and do the Siege of
Yeah,
Borealis and
we'll
see.
do it. We'll do it after this.
A real one.
We'll do it with the potatoes.
No,
Because I don't know
No.
what to do.
no, I mean, I'd like to see it. I'd like to compare it because Grim Batol is also quite different to its original
no, but
format.
I don't remember any of this.
And Grim Batol you can still do on Time Walkers in the normal way. And that sounds completely
See,
different.
I thought Siege of Borealis was the one where you fought your way through the prison, but it's not.
Siege of Borealis.
Remember the one where you fought your way through the prison and you went up and you fought your way, and then in the end you had to get in a cannon. You
Not
got
in
in
a cannon,
cannons a
in
couple of times,
maybe.
and you got up on top of ramparts, and then you fought at the end, and there was cannon blasts.
That wasn't it. That was just a weekly quest.
No, it was a dungeon.
Oh, maybe.
And
I thought
think
the
Flynn
Siege of
Fairweather, you
Paralis was
broke
the
him
one
out.
where it was in 3 quite distinct parts. There was a boss in the water,
Yeah,
but
that's what I thought too. But,
there was
is
this
not.
the big ball, and you would have to roll down the hill
No.
and smash into the
That was a world quest.
door.
That was a world quest.
Oh, okay.
Anyway.
All right. We clearly didn't do it
yeah.
enough. Or maybe we're talking about the same thing. Maybe we're not.
Also did Necrotic Wake, which I did remember, and that's not so different. We did it quite a lot in Shadowlands, so I did remember that one.
So
The only difference I noticed with that one
yes,
is if you think about, you do the first boss, then you go up the stairs, and then you work your way to the second boss, and you go through some elites, and then there's a bridge, and on the other side of the bridge was the spinny guy. He's been moved now to the next stairs, and he doesn't pat round anymore. He was just sitting at the stairs, and you had to fight through him.
I'm thinking of a different instance, so I'll have to refamiliarise myself with
He's
that.
very similar to the first boss in Ice Crown Citadel. Rage Storm, he spins round and round. Same as that guy. Anyway,
I'll be keen to see once I get in there how much they're different, because Grimbatoli is very different.
change the layout, change the boss
No,
mechanics,
the layout
change
is
the bosses.
No, the layout is the same. It's the
Yeah.
same place,
There's
but
less trash.
the bosses have completely new mechanics.
Yes.
Completely new.
It's similar to what it was, but it's different.
Oh, like it's familiar, but it's not the same dungeon at all.
No.
Which, I feel like that's not really in the spirit of doing it. But I understand that they had to make it mythic, zero.
Yeah, and you've got to make it less random. They've got to take as much RNG out of it as they can.
Yeah. Anyway,
Yeah.
rating.
Rating, Crazy Train.
In 1 week of raiding, we've managed to kill 4 bosses, so pretty happy with that. Tonight we will start on boss number 5, which is really exciting. So we're going to have a look at the next few bosses, I imagine. I'm looking forward to getting in there. So well done, Crazy Train. It's a great start to
Did
the
feel
raiding
really
campaign.
fun to be back. It
Yeah.
felt fun to be back tanking. It felt pretty good. My fellow tank Brom is really solid.
An
And it's
understatement.
very easy to tank with him. In fact, I just feel like I should be typing sorry to him most of the time. I felt a bit squishy at times, but my gear isn't that great yet, although it's improved since I wrote that. Looking forward to a nice gift from the vault, and I did get a nice gift from the vault.
Yes, it was good. So Wem and I are just easing into our new roles. Wem tanking and I'm healing. So that's all very exciting. So
It is.
learning our new makeup and who's squishy, who's not squishy, who's worth battle resing and who's not.
Ouch.
Well, it's true. If you're just going to die again, it's no point.
Who's in the bus and who's under it? LFR.
Yes, we
We
did.
had a brief look.
We had a go at LFR just to get a preview of the first 3 bosses. Has the second wing come out yet?
I don't think so. I think it's 2 weeks.
No,
2 weeks.
it wasn't 2 weeks
Wasn't
this
it?
time. It was quite
Okay.
a different thing. So we'll have to look up
We'll have
that.
to check
but,
that out.
people will know. Just let us know in the comments. I like LFR because I think it's fun to see the people doing stupid things, standing in the crap.
Sure.
And, clearly never having been there before or read anything and just going, I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing.
So yeah, we went in on our mains. Would have been good to go in on our alts as well, but we're not quite geared for it on them yet. The requirement for LFR is 567, same as heroics.
I'm definitely not at 567 even on my mage yet.
How's your mains gear?
I think I'm 592, but I can't remember. I couldn't tell you. I was going to log in, but I've been, proper logged out. and I need
Pretty
need to
sure
put
I'm
on my password.
596 now.
I could be 595, but I'm not sure.
I'm concentrating on vengeance gear and just using that for the DPS, as the stats don't change a super amount between the two. You don't need different weapons or
So
too much.
I've been concentrating on Resto when raiding and Boomkin when doing mythics, and then using the Vault to supplement my Resto gear until I run out of good stuff to get there, and then I'll go to
Yeah.
Boomkin. But I'm about to sneeze. Sorry.
Okay, alt activity. There's not too much as we haven't been working on our main. We've been working on our mains. I'm not going too crazy on them, although since then I have gone crazy on them in
'Cause you've
Time
been at
Walkers.
home. Yes.
So I've currently got an 80 Shaman, Paladin and Warlock, a 78 Mage and a 74 Druid, and the rest are pretty much untouched.
So we did 5 Time Walkers. Well, we did it on our main, but we also did it on a couple of alts. So I did on my Mage, who is 80 already, and then I did 5-ish, I reckon. Maybe 6 on my Rogue, who is now 77. So it's always fun to do the Time Walkers and get lots of level and get some nice upgrades along the way. So that's good.
I love them too. They're my favourite.
Yes, you do.
I still wish they'd mix it up. Although I'm so excited about vanilla Time Walkers.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Yes, we're hoping they'll be there for next time. But how often do they come up? Do we know?
Well, the vanilla ones are going to be up for 2 months.
Ooh.
Because it's part of the 20th
Ah,
anniversary.
nice. That'll be fun. The 20th anniversary stuff's going to be fun. Looking
Yeah, I
forward to
can't
that.
wait.
Yeah.
We'll have to get our raid team to do
Yeah,
the-
the old roads.
Black
Temple.
Rock Mountain.
Oh, Black Rock Mountain one. BRD.
BRD. Yeah.
Yeah, that'll be fun. We don't really know if that's going to be a raid though, do we? BRD? I thought it was going to be a dungeon.
No, it is. It's
That's
a
going to
raid.
be a raid? Oh, that
Yeah.
will be fun. Oh
Yeah.
my God. That's
Because the
gonna-
Time Walkers are the dungeons.
That will be a long raid.
Yeah. There's going to be 8 bosses.
Yeah, that sounds about
And we
right.
weren't sure. I thought they were redoing them. You thought they were the same ones, just beefed up. We'll see.
Yeah.
Elite player of the week, I certainly do. A druid in Time Walkers called Craso. Got me killed twice. I was healing. To really lower where the bar is in Time Walkers is truly... Oh, no, this was a different one. Did this one on my own. He got me killed twice. And I've got to say, to lower where the bar is in Time Walkers is truly an achievement. So I told them I would rather fish for half an hour with the deserter buff than spend 1 more minute in that dungeon with that guy, and left. Then yesterday, when we were all running them,
Yeah.
another druid who had no clue was running through mobs and leaving them to kill us, and also running out of range, so I couldn't heal him.
And then
Well
he
done,
would then he would die,
Asker.
and then we would all cop it.
Yeah.
Idiot. I do have to say though, apart from those two, we've actually had some. We've voted to kick those that have been.
Yeah.
We've had a couple of nutters that we've just gone. You know what? You're arrogant.
Get out.
Piss off.
Yeah.
But the people who filled in after them were amazing. Anyway.
And words of wisdom to leave the listeners with. A wise move when you think you're a tank so you can't be criticised is to look at the guild names on the rest of the party, because when you start getting mouthy, you're going to get kicked.
Yes. At least this one didn't feel the need to mouth off some more in person after being kicked.
That is true.
And I did want to say, just to reinforce that there have been some amazing pug tanks out there. So kudos if you are one of the good ones that pulls, holds aggro, and leads us through the dungeon without too many deaths. Awesome
Yes.
work.
Don't
Not a
just
high
charge-
standard.
I don't care if you want to go fast, but don't charge through and leave stuff for everyone else to deal with.
But also, you have to gather it up.
You've got to be good enough to bring them with you.
You've got to be good enough for them to hold aggro if you're going to keep doing that. You can't just hit them once and piss off. It doesn't work. They just start getting rid of your raid one
Or
by
maybe
one.
just make a little macro in iChat that says, don't hit anything till I stop. If you're going to be a dick.
Well, but you know what? We don't normally hit anything. But the problem was they don't finish.
No, but then they stop and then they keep going and they haven't got aggro
Or
anymore.
you're killing them and it's all good, and then they go, oh well, there's only 4 mobs left, so I'm on to the next group. But they aren't holding aggro on those 4 mobs, so they just turn around and stun us all. Idiots.
All right, we better wind it up because Rowdy the Robo-Vac is about to head out here and he's noisy.
He is noisy. He's rowdy, in fact. That's why we call him Rowdy.
Absolutely. So we've come to the end of another episode of Bind and Equip. Now's the time to unlike if you've changed your mind.
How could you?
Otherwise, smash the like if you didn't do it yet. We've had fun.
Yeah.
You've learned a
fun.
thing or two.
Yeah.
Thanks for hanging with us. Until next time, I'm Wembley.
I'm Tempest.
Bye.
See ya.